Now that we have a verdict, many people believe the case is done, but there is still a lot ahead. Today's sentence covers the 24 counts of murder, 2 for each victim, Dan. But James Holmes still needs to be sentenced for the dozens of attempted murder convictions. 7 News legal analyst Dan Reck joins me now to talk a little bit more about that. Dan, will this jury, be involved in that portion of this trial?
No.
And
this jury will not be involved in any way, because except for a death penalty case, the penalty imposed in any criminal case, be it an insignificant case or a first-degree murder case without the death penalty, the sentence is up to the judge and not the jury. And so here, because the death penalty was not imposed, all of the sentencing will be with regard to or up to the judge.
Let's talk a little bit about the survivors of the shooting. Many of them were called to the stand to talk during the sentencing phase. This portion of the sentencing, will the survivors be allowed to come up and say anything?
Yes, the judge is seemingly going to allow the survivors to testify, but really just to make them feel better, if it makes them feel better, because this is just a formality. I mean, he's going to get life in prison without parole, and he'll get 24 life in prisons without parole, or 12 actually. And so that's going to be the sentence. He's going to die in prison. And so what these victims and their families say is important, but not going to change what the end result.
Sure, these quick verdicts often bode well for the prosecution, right? But in this case, that wasn't the case. Your thoughts on this quick decision for a not unanimous verdict?
Clearly what happened in that jury room, clearly, I mean, we don't know the breakout, but clearly their sides were divided and couldn't reach agreement.
Okay, we are going to go back out to